some jobs are just a little weird. You know, girl mover's a little weird. Blind detective. Male gynecologist. We know what you're up to, pal. They're mostly females now, so if you're a male gyno now, you gotta want it, you know? Is there any women here that went with a male gyno even though most of them are females now? Yeah, why'd you go with male gyno? Is that what he told you? They're all male? It's either me or you die. You're like, what about that one? It's just me. What do you mean they're all male? Oh, here they still got like a foothold. Okay, clap if you... The males are still holding it down here? The male gyno unions, like, these are our pussies, and we will not let... These females are gonna stay in our holes! Do you like the male gyno better than the female gynos? He's more gentle? What are the female gynos doing? Is it like a female cop situation where they got something to prove? Male gyno's gentle though. Sets the mood, does it smooth, plays some Usher beforehand. 7 o'clock on the dot. This is a male gyno town. This one's on the house. All I'm saying is someone always takes advantage. You don't think there's one abortion doctor that got into the game just because he really fucking hates babies? He was gonna be a normal doctor, then he was on a plane with a baby that wouldn't shut. If you don't mind, I'm trying to do my doctor work. He lands the plane, this ends today. Or one doctor that does the transgender dick cutting off surgeries that the chick just hates men, you know? If there was a girl that's like, I hate men, I want to cut their dicks off, and you're like, you are not going to believe what I'm about to tell you is a job. Just showing up with 2 katanas, cling, cling, cling. When you love what you do, never work a day in your life. Wearing the dicks on a necklace like a warlord. Come on! Come on! So that's weird. Male kindergarten teacher, a little strange, right? Normal, normal, normal. Male kindergarten teacher, normal. Although, there was a lot of female teachers these days having sex with their like 13-year-old male students, which has proved what I've been saying forever, that 13-year-old boys are irresistible. Stop making them so hot. Problem solved. I should have asked. You guys a pedophile crowd? Not a pedophile crowd? Who here's on the flight logs? I know, no one likes when you make fun of their group. I know, but... It is weird, though, that they have, like, barely legal porn still, you know? Too many pedophile jokes. Okay, you're right. I'll move on. So this is a relationship joke. I'm moving on. So a friend of mine, he's actually in a big fight with his girl right now because she was on her period, and I guess for girls, your first period's like a big deal. And okay, that's an anorexia joke, for the record. Oh, okay. I'll make a note. No period jokes. Okay. No period jokes. And for the record, I'll always have sex with a girl when she's on her period. I don't care. But I do always run outside naked after with the blood on my dick screaming, I just killed my cat. And that's a cat joke. Okay, no cat jokes either, I guess. I will make note of that. No anorexia jokes, no period jokes, no cat jokes. I guess we'll just do the barely legal porn joke then. Well, do you know they have barely legal porn? Do you think they have barely legal porn the other way, where the woman's so old she's about to die? And they're like, Mildred, you only have 3 hours to live. Blink if you consent to getting the gang back together for one final gangbang. And then as all the guys are banging her, you're like, is this even legal? And they're like, barely. So it's barely legal. Are you guys all pumped about the 6 female astronauts that went into space? Why? Why are you booing? You don't think women should go to space? Or you're like, you have one of those old-fashioned opinions, like, oh, if women are in space, who's making dinner? Well, I'm not that type of comedian. Oh, what are you thinking? Oh, they probably tried to go to the moon, and then they got lost because they can't read maps, ended up in space. You're looking at me probably thinking Jeff Bezos paid $500 million to get some peace and quiet. I'm not that type of comedian. By the way, is that not hilarious that like girls across the board didn't even like that flight because they came back and they were like, girl power, we went to space, and every girl's like, go f*** yourself. Like, shut up, Katy Perry, you know what I mean? I think you can't do girl power stuff when the economy's bad, you know what I mean? A little bit. When the economy's good, you're like, we did this for women. When the economy's bad, they're like, women went to space. They're like, no, you went for space. I can't pay my rent. Like, that's the vibe a little bit right now. Hey, I don't like it if guys are like, I did this for men. I'd be like, what the fuck? Or maybe if things are going good, you take that. Like if everyone had a fun night and you and your boys are like having a good night and he comes back and he's like, dude, I got laid tonight. Everyone would be like, nice, you know? But if everyone in the crew hasn't got pussy in 8 months, and then the one guy comes back like, I just had a threesome for us. He's like, smell my fingers, we got pussy. You'd be like, no, we didn't get pussy, you got pussy. And he's like, as a unit, men got some pussy. Don't try to bring me into this. And by the way, I'm a white dude. My identity I could never do that with. Like, you know, there's no way I could come back from a space flight and be like, another successful mission from the white man. Like, you know, we did it, boys, you know. White men on the come up, we did this. White men, everyone be like, yo, I got tired of colonizing Earth. I just tried to give space a try. Like, you know. No one will be happy with that. The only way you could be pro-white, I think, is if you're the underdog. Like, you could never be like, oh, man went to space. Like, but if, like, every now and then, like, a white dude dunks on, like, a big black guy in the NBA, you could be like, the boys are back. Like, just like a little tiny bit. Every now and then, you could do... Also, I think we're at the stage of celebrities where it's kind of like we're just annoyed by them. I think, is that fair to say? Yeah, you put your, exactly, right? It kind of feels like it's like you've been dating for 10 years and they're like, everything they do is just annoying. You're like, why are you breathing like that kind of business? You know what I mean? Like, that's how, like, she came back from space, Katy Perry, and she goes, I was getting in touch with my divine femininity. If you were on first date trying to get pussy, you'd be like, you're so interesting, you know? If you're dating for 10 years and she comes back and she goes, you go, what did you do today? She goes, I got in touch with my divine femininity. You go, well, you were supposed to be in touch with the cable company. Like, you had one fucking job. And you sat around all day doing what exactly? Getting in touch with your divine femininity? What does that mean? Even Me Too shit. Like if a girl you start dating, she's like, that guy looked at my tits. You're like, do I have to fight him? Where is he? Let's fucking go, you know? After a couple years, your girl's like, that guy looked at my tits. You're like, well, put a fucking bra on. How about that? Your nipples. I'm just, you know, if your girl's like, that guy looked at my tits, you're like, I mean, lady, what do you expect? They're out. They are out and about. Right, but first night you'd be like, oh, what a crazy thing for a guy to do. Let me fight him. I guess I'm fighting your coworker now. How dare he look at your tits that are out and about. Even singing, right? Katy Perry was singing What a Wonderful World. If she came out first date, what a wonderful world, you wouldn't want to, you'd be like, you have the voice of an angel. 10 years in, you're like, what are you, 4 years old? Stop singing. You're on the road lost. Like, took a wrong turn somewhere and she's like, I see skies of blue. Like, shut up. Yeah, we're kind of done with influencers, period, I think. Just like, you know, you're allowed to be famous and rich and an influencer, but you don't also get to be like, I'm better than you, you know? Like Mr. Beast, he wants to be like a good guy now, and you're like, fuck right off, you know what I mean? You've seen it, he'll be like, I put 10 men in a pod, and if each of them can suck me off, if each man can suck me off to completion, they will be awarded their AIDS medication, eh? Everyone doesn't have to be an influencer. Dude, I've been talking about this on my podcast, but there's this woman, she's like a hot, like 22-year-old, and she's a plumber influencer, which is like hilarious, you know what I mean? Like, if you clog the toilet, do you want a hot 22-year-old walking in, setting up a ring light? You're like, what are you doing? Sets up the cameras, comes in your face, like, oh, this guy did some damage tonight. Ooh, what'd you eat there, pal? This is a mess. Oh. No, you want a guy named Carl who stormed the Capitol. That's who you want. That's who you want. With a phone from World War II that he's playing Snake on. I don't think it's sexist. I think the same way as a woman. Like if you went to get a pedicure, do you want Carl who stormed the Capitol? No, you want an Asian woman who's talking shit about you behind your back, right? You don't want Carl walking in like, all right, let's see the toes, you know? So anyways, that's why the girl power stuff's not working. Where are these people? Do you think their wives saw your girl's tits and they were just like, no, we're not. This is what you want me to come do? No, fuck off. We can't. They peeked in, they go right there, and she goes, not happening, Ted. Back in the car, Ted.